The investigation continues into a fatal fire that killed 4 children in Osage Beach. I'm Ashley Zavala, and coming up, we'll have the latest on that investigation.
The community remembers 4 children who were lost in a tragic fire overnight. I'm Elizabeth Hoffman. I'll have more on those children coming up.
The impact of the deadly fire taking 4 very young lives has many expressing their deepest condolences. I'm Stephanie Harada. Here are reactions from the community.
Churches in the Osage Beach area say they are ready to come together to help a family enduring a tragedy. I'm Courtney Joden, and coming up, we hear more from church leaders.
Live from across mid-Missouri, this is KRCG 13, live at 10.
Oh my God. This is terrible. It makes me sick.
A neighbor reacts with horror while recording a condominium fire that killed 4 small children at the Lake of the Ozarks. Good evening. Investigators are poring over the charred rubble of Tuesday night's fatal fire, hoping to determine the cause.
We begin tonight's team coverage with a live report from KRCG 13's Ashley Zavala, who's live at the scene of the fire with the latest.
Kermit and Megan, authorities continue to try and figure out what caused the fatal fire. 11 fire departments responded to the 4-alarm fire at Compass Point condos just before midnight Tuesday. Officials said 6 people were trapped inside. 2 adults eventually got out. 4 very young children did not. Officials said the 4 children are all between the ages of 2 and 5. They were cousins. They were celebrating a birthday of one of the cousins earlier that day. Fire officials believe the fire began on the 4th floor near the unit where the children resided. Fire officials said because there were deaths in the fire, it is considered a crime scene until proven otherwise.
So when we talk about investigation of this, we're not discounting criminal, but we're not saying that it is suspicious and it is possibly that either. It's just protocol that we do this to make sure the determination is correct.
The father of one of the victims survived the fire. Authorities are still investigating and gathering more information on what caused this tragedy. Reporting live in Osage Beach, Ashley Zavala, KRCG 13.
Okay, thank you, Ashley. That fire left mid-Missourians, including residents of Compass Point, in shock and disbelief.
KRCG 13's Ryan Rumbaugh was the first reporter on the scene this morning and spoke with neighbors who say the loss of the 4 children is devastating.
This area at the Lake of the Ozarks is typically quiet and peaceful. Tuesday night around 11:30, residents of Compass Point experienced something they'll never forget.
And I heard it, like an explosion, you know, like boom! Then we ran over and we looked, and this condo was on fire.
When I seen the flames, immediately, any human being watching that, all you can think of is, are there people in there? And then I looked and seen people hanging out of the window, so I knew there were people in there.
Then we found out there were children up in that unit, and yeah, it killed all of us.
6 people were trapped inside, a couple on the 3rd floor of the building, and 4 young children on the top floor.
Mike and Susan Hayes live on the 1st floor of the building. They got out within a few minutes. After they escaped, they turned their efforts into helping their neighbors to safety.
Went out the front door of our unit, and there was a lot of smoke, and I heard a man yelling, "Oh my God, oh my God." And so I ran in to get my wife and wake her up, and I woke her up and told her, I said, "We got a fire, we got to get out of here."
The wind and the flames was coming closer to our place, and I thought, well, I've got to get out. And then the flames were just everywhere, but with God's help, I got out.
The couple on the 3rd floor was brought to safety by fire crews. The 4 children didn't survive.
It's a helpless feeling when you know that there's people trapped in there and there's nothing you can do. It's just very overwhelming.
While this community is mourning the loss of 4 young lives, residents of Compass Point did their best to help rescue their neighbors. In Osage Beach, Ryan Rumbaugh, KRCG 13 News.
We are learning more about the 4 children who died in that fire.
KRCG 13's Elizabeth Hoffman tells us about the lives that were lost.
It was supposed to be an exciting week for Kyrie Helton. She was looking forward to her birthday when she would turn 2 years old on Thursday. Her first 3 cousins came for a party on Tuesday night. But instead of more birthday celebrations, family members will now be planning funerals for all 4 children.
I'm yelling at the top of my lungs, "Are you guys okay? Are you guys okay?" I heard some screaming inside the building.
But they were not okay. Kyrie Helton, along with her cousins Leanne Hendrickson, Joshua Hendrickson, and Ziza Bradshaw, all died in the condominium fire. The children were between the ages of 1 and 5.
As the shock of the news turned to reality, a makeshift memorial was created this afternoon to honor those children who were lost.
Reagan Matson lives in a nearby condo. She brought one of her own stuffed animals to the makeshift memorial, along with a note she wrote for the kids.
I wanted them to read it from heaven.
Simple words of comfort from a child.
I hope you feel better in heaven. Say hi to my kitten. You'll love her.
Small words that perhaps will provide comfort to an entire community. In Osage Beach, Elizabeth Hoffman.
I love you guys so much.
KRCG 13.
Funeral arrangements for all 4 of those children are now pending. The Osage Beach community has seen an outpouring of condolences expressed to the families affected by this tragedy.
KRCG 13's Stephanie Hirata joins us now live in the studio with more on the community reaction to the devastating loss.
Kermit, Megan, an entire community is feeling the heartbreak over this fatal fire that took the lives of 4 young children. KRCG 13 spoke with many people in town today who say they were shocked by the news and they feel so sorry for the family. Osage Beach city officials expressed their sympathy as well. In a press release, Mayor Penny Lyons says their thoughts and prayers are first and foremost with the families and loved ones. And the city is asking for everyone's patience as authorities continue to investigate.
The situation is in good hands. I know that our fire department, our police, and our EMS were all on site within 10 minutes, which I'm sure further saved more lives.
Lake of the Ozarks firefighters are organizing a night of remembrance for the 4 children lost in the Compass Point fire Tuesday night. They're asking for people on Friday to shine a porch lamp, set out a flameless candle, gather your family in prayer or silent reflection. They say you can participate from anywhere. Reporting for KRCG 13, I'm Stephanie Hirata.
And as the Osage Beach community mourns the loss, church people in the area say they are willing to help.
KRCG 13's Courtney Joden joins us in the studio with more on their reaction.
The community is devastated and heartbroken over this tragedy that has taken the lives of 4 young children. Today we spoke with churches in the community, and many of them say the family did not attend their church, but say they would be more than willing to help. Leaders from several churches, such as Harper Chapel, United Methodist Church, and the church at Osage Hills, give the family their condolences and are praying for the family. LaDonna Beckmeyer, who is a children's pastor at the church at Osage Hills, says even though the family didn't attend their church, they want to and will be available to them.
The tragedy is just, mind-boggling. So, for us as a church body, to be praying for that family and, to ask God to just ease their suffering and find some kind of explanation for them.
The multiple churches in the area say they are ready to come together if needed to help the family. Organizers have set up a fund to help the families with clothing and funeral expenses. You can send a donation to the Hendrickson Memorial Fund at Central Bank of Lake of the Ozarks. The address is P.O. Box 207, Osage Beach, Missouri, 65065. You can also stop by any of the bank's locations in the Lake area to make a contribution to the fund. Lake area musician Monte Davison will perform during a benefit for the Hendrickson family at Lake of the Ozarks Batter Box Eatery and Pub this Sunday between 4 and 10 in the evening. Proceeds will help pay for the funeral services of the children. The restaurant is located at 66 North Shore Drive off Route W. Reporting for KRCG 13, I'm Courtney Joden.
You, of course, can visit our website, connectminmissouri.com, for more fundraiser details to help the families affected in this tragedy. A chase by law enforcement to a fatal crash. It led to a fatal crash where 4 mid-Missouri young women lost their lives.
We talked to Holt Summit Police about their chase protocol. Still to come on KRCG 13 live at 10.
We had seasonal temperatures this morning in the 60s. This afternoon, well below the average in the 70s. The rain's exiting, the clouds are clearing. That could mean fog. We'll talk about your morning commute with KRCG 13. Live at 10 continues.
The Volkswagen Model Year-End Sales Event is on at Joe Mockins Volkswagen of Columbia. A new Volkswagen TDI Clean Diesel Passat, up to $7,000 off MSRP, plus free fuel for a year. Or a new Jetta TDI, up to $5,000 off MSRP and free fuel for a year. More models at similar savings, and you now get 3 years or 30,000 miles of no-charge scheduled maintenance. We can help anyone, first-time buyers, bankruptcies, even repos and foreclosures at Joe Mockins Volkswagen, 1200 Vanover Drive, JoeMockinsVW.com.
Rain is on the way and can cause serious damage. Beyond just a leaky basement, get help now before the rainy season hits full force. Protect your family from mold and all the health risks that go with it. More rain will cause major ground shifts, leading to foundation problems. But there's no need to experience damage or unnecessary expense. Call Ramjack today and protect your investment, your property, and your family. Ramjack, fixing leaks, raising equity, and offering the best darn warranty in the business.
It's a no-coast vacation road trip at Casey's General Stores. Visit Casey's for spectacular road trip savings, like Powerade 32-ounce bottles, 3 for $3.33. And large made-from-scratch taco pizzas for only $13.99. Plus, discover the no-coast clue at any Casey's and enter to win a fabulous Winnebago road trip or other amazing prizes. It's all happening now at Casey's General Stores. Casey's, famous for pizza.
This Storm Vision forecast is brought to you by Joe Mockins Dealerships. Shop 24/7 at Mockins.com.
And now, your KRCG 13 Storm Vision forecast with Zach Paul.
Well, we had seasonal temperatures this morning into the upper 60s. This afternoon was below average in the upper 70s. A couple spots did touch 80 degrees. Fort Leonard with one of them, the lake area just shy. Otherwise, a lot of us here in the mid-70s. A very mild afternoon. Felt pretty good, but did pick up quite a bit of rain in a few spots. The lake area picking up about 1 1/3 inches officially, but a couple spots around the lake did pick up around 3 inches, and that's, again, total. The totals we're looking at on your screen here, these are since midnight, but there are a few areas near the lake that did pick up around 3 inches of rainfall. Rain is coming to an end here, and clouds have been clearing out a little bit this evening, and that has allowed for some hazy conditions. And because of that, I do think we're going to find a little bit of patchy fog tomorrow morning. Temperatures will be in the upper 60s to right around 70 degrees. We'll still find a little cloud cover in the morning as well as some of that fog. We'll find more sunshine by the afternoon, and temperatures a little warmer, but still below average in the low to mid 80s. Here's what it looks like. That rain continues to exit the system. Still a little bit of a possibility for some wraparound on some light showers for mainly areas north of I-70 and more so up around the Moberly area and for areas along Highway 24 there. Otherwise, pretty much quiet skies. Thinner cloud cover this way, and that's what has allowed for some of that fog to settle in a few areas. Not much of it right now, but I think that could change. Rain totals, again, since midnight, lesser amounts to the north, higher totals to the south. Versailles, Lynn, Dixon all picking up about 0.8 of an inch there on average. Temperatures, here we are, we're in the 70s, 70 degrees on the nose from Higbee to Lynn down to Dixon. Warmer right now, Fulton at 74 degrees. Vandalia, you are the cool spot tonight at 69. It's 73 degrees currently in Jefferson City, but we are finding fairly consistent conditions here. Winds right now still out of the northeast. They're light at about 5 miles per hour. As the storm system continues to exit and push off to the east, we are going to find some quieter conditions on the back side of that, but that system is still creating a little bit of some thunderstorm activity across northern and central Arkansas tonight as that continues to slide south toward Little Rock. That's where the main focus of the energy is at tonight. That's where the severe weather threat will be, near that area low pressure and along that warm front. Here locally, nothing really to worry about tonight, but you might have to worry about some fog as you head out the door tomorrow morning. I think it will be patchy. I don't think it'll be widespread. But if you run into some of it, it could be dense in a few locations, especially for those spots that picked up that rain today. Otherwise, just a few clouds tomorrow morning. More sunshine for the afternoon. We'll call it a partly cloudy sky. A pleasant day. Temperatures back into the 80s. Thursday night and into your Friday, we are going to find another cold front sliding into the area. I think that could trigger another round of some showers. This one going to be hit and miss as we look Thursday night into your Friday morning as that cold front slides through. Otherwise, we're looking at dry conditions for your Thursday and pretty much dry conditions for your Friday. Here is your 7-day forecast. Temperatures will be a little warmer over the next few days, climbing back up into the upper 80s to right around 90 degrees. Friday and into Saturday, we will find some hit-miss showers, I think, Friday night into Saturday morning. Again, Saturday night into Sunday morning, then off and on Monday. The big story over the weekend is going to be the heat index. It'll start climbing close to 100 degrees.
That's coming back.
Can't wait. Thanks, Zach.
A vigil tonight for one of the girls killed in a weekend car crash in Callaway County.
That's coming up on KRCG 13 live at 10.
Holt Summit Police finished reviewing the chase that came before this weekend's deadly crash. I'm Garrett Bergquist with the review's findings.
Closed captioning is brought to you by Jones Bell-Tone Hearing and Audiology. Call today for a free consultation.
Another night. You weren't home to tuck the kids into bed. That's the moment you need Columbia College, where you can earn an accredited online degree for about half the cost of many schools. ColumbiaMoment.com.
Carly posts,
breaking up with the longest relationship I've ever had. Hashtag sad but true.
good riddance, Carly.
Hashtag 96 months too long.
Oh, the car. Right. Well, now's the perfect time to head over to the Honda Summer Clearance event. We've got great deals on the Honda Civic, the best-selling car in its class. So ditch that loser. Hey, still talking about the car.
Hurry in to the Honda Summer Clearance event for a great deal on your new Honda.
Meet Gus, my husband's best friend.
Slow down.
Actually, he's an accident just waiting to happen.
Hey.
Good thing we know that in a minor emergency, we can now skip the wait at SSM Health ERs and urgent cares and hold a place online. It's easy. We go to ssmhealthmidmo.com/now, find the nearest location, select a treatment time, then relax at home till it's time to go. Skip the wait. Learn more at ssmhealthmidmo.com/now.
At Stockman Stoneworks, we're outside. Do you want the new paver patio, retaining wall, or outdoor living space? Stockman Stoneworks can help. Stop in or visit us on the web at stockmanstoneworks.com.
Containers filled with gorgeous new furniture have arrived at JC Mattress. These prices are hot, solar flare hot. How can we do that? Because our exclusive supplier network getting us what others can't. Like this two-piece mahogany brown cover sectional, only $888, and much more. Once it's gone, we can't restock at these prices. So hurry before someone else is sitting on the furniture meant for you. JC Mattress, a smarter way. Jeff City and Lake Ozark.
But I believe tonight, God, that you are absolutely still on your throne, and you were.
Hundreds of people tonight encircled the parking lot at New Bloomfield High School to remember Megan Fowler. Megan was one of the 3 girls killed by a wrong-way driver in a weekend crash. Family, friends, and classmates wore her favorite color for this candlelight vigil.
She could light up a room. I described her as a ray of sunshine. She was always smiling, just a happy, good girl.
A memorial visitation for Fowler is planned for tomorrow night at Life House Church in Holt Summit. Jefferson City High School will have a service for Mariah McDaniel and Elizabeth Moses on Friday. Holt Summit police have finished their internal review of how they responded to Saturday night's crash.
KRCG 13's Garrett Bergquist discussed the results of the review with the police chief this afternoon. He joins us now in the studio to explain the findings.
A Holt Summit police officer was trying to stop Catherine Zavarol when the crash happened. Chief Kyle McIntyre says there was no way the officer could get there in time. The pursuit began here on the Highway AA overpass when McIntyre says an officer spotted Catherine Zavarol driving dangerously.
He spotted her. She was traveling at a high rate of speed. He activated emergency lights, turned around on her, turned the siren on. She had already turned onto the on-ramp at State Road AA00 at that point.
Police say Zavarol went the wrong way onto Highway 54. The officer went onto the correct side of the highway and tried to catch up.
Well, typically what we'll try to do is get in a position where we're ahead of where the driver is, traveling in the right direction, will try to slow traffic down and intercept the person that's going the wrong way.
An internal review found the officer followed that procedure, but it wasn't enough.
He was never able to get even with her. The closest he got was probably a good 40 to 50 yards behind her. His decision to try to warn other traffic was the best thing he could do. Unfortunately, it didn't work out.
Zavarol hit the car carrying Mariah McDaniel, Elizabeth Moses, and Megan Fowler head on. All four died at the scene.
Anytime there's a loss of life, it's devastating to a community. To me, this was something that didn't have to happen.
McIntyre says his department is waiting for the Highway Patrol to finish its investigation of the crash. Once that happens, Holt Summit Police will review their pursuit policy to see if there's anything they can change.
Garrett, thank you. A second start for the Royals' new ace, and the Cardinals go to extra innings.
And a local high school football standout decides he won't be going to Mizzou after all. Rod Smith is in next with sports.
Everybody knows Charlie, and he can get an interview with anybody, anywhere around the world at any time.
More real news on CBS This Morning.
If you have noticed cracks in your drywall or doors and windows that stick, it's time to call Dry Basement Foundation Repair. Our exclusive foundation repair systems are engineered for maximum support and come with our better than lifetime guarantee. For a free estimate, call Dry Basement Foundation Repair at 573-234-6801 and get a repair that works.
Foundation that lasts. Dry Basement. Yeah, I like it, I love it, I want some more of it. I tried so hard, I can't ride above it. I don't know what it is about that little gal's loving, but I like it, I love it, I want some more of it.
We'll catch you at the Seafood Takeover this July and August. We have $21.99 all-you-can-eat crab legs on Thursday nights and Farmer's Pick Buffet, plus much more. Only at Isle of Capri, Boonville.
Come on! Do not miss the summer clearance event at Joe Mockins Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. For the first time ever, get 0% for 60 months on new Jeep Cherokees and Grand Cherokees. Plus, no payments for 90 days. Or lease a new Cherokee for as low as just $275 a month. Over 100 in stock. And you always get more for your trade. Don't settle for used. Drive our new for less. Joe Mockins Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. 1310 Vandiver. JoeMockinsChrysler.com.
Save big during Menards Made in the USA sale. Keep paint lines sharp with Frog Tape. It's treated with paint block technology to produce clean lines every time. A 60-yard roll is $4.48. Other sizes are also on sale. For the ultimate stain blocking, paint, and primer in one, choose Dutch Boy Platinum from Menards. It has advanced extreme high technology and seals common household stains. Save $7 a gallon. That's $35 on 5-gallon pails.
Save big money at Menards.
Johnny Cueto, take two. Second start for the Kansas City new ace as a member of the Royals. First time out, he left with a 5-3 lead after 6 innings, but he didn't get the win. Tonight, he only gave up 2 runs in 7. Again, he didn't get the win. Cueto and the Royals playing the Tigers in Detroit. KC won the first game of the series last night. Royals down 1-0. They tied it up on the Kendrys Morales triple. Eric Hosmer would score 1-1 game, but the Tigers regained the lead in the 4th after former Mizzou Tiger Ian Kinsler tripled. He scored on the Victor Martinez groundout, 2-1. That's all Cueto would give up. 7 innings, 2 runs on 5 hits, a good outing, but the Royals only scored 1 tonight despite 9 base hits. Kansas City falls 2-1. They will wrap up this series tomorrow. An early start, 11 a.m. in Motown. Cardinals trying to even up with Johnny Cueto's old team. The Reds in Cincinnati. Cards down 3-0, but 2 on for Randall Grichuk in the 6th. Long fly to left. 3-run home run, right? Wrong. It bounces back in. The ball stays in the ballpark. It's an RBI double. Cards would only get 1 run. Here's another look. They reviewed it. Stays a double. Hit off the top of the wall and came back to the playing field. The Cardinals did get 1 more run on a Johnny Peralta single. 3-2 game to the 8th. Matt Carpenter ties it up. His 5th home run in the last 6 games. They went to extras. Top of the 13th moments ago. Grichuk This time, no doubt about it. No review needed. That's a home run. Unties it 4-3 Cardinals. They're still playing in the bottom of the 13th. They've used a combined 15 pitchers. Quick turnaround, 11:35 start tomorrow morning to finish the series. Mizzou football preseason practices begin tomorrow. Gary Pinkel's 15th season as the Tigers head coach. Barry Odom, the new defensive coordinator, will have coverage of the first full squad workout tomorrow night at 6 and 10. Rockbridge High senior Bryce Banks won't be heading to Mizzou after all. The Bruins defensive back is taking back his verbal commitment, according to multiple reports. Banks and the Rockbridge Bruins did practice again tonight in Columbia. Head coach A.J. Ofadale did not comment on Banks' change of plans, and he didn't let us talk to the senior. Banks had verbally committed to Missouri earlier this summer, along with his Bruins teammate, Trey Williams. A new era in Blair Oaks High School football will kick off later this month. Terry Walker, the former Jeff City Jay and Mizzou Tiger and Air Force Falcon, is now head coach for the first time, taking over for Brad Draley, who left for Waynesville. Walker has one of the most experienced coaching staffs around, with several former Jay players and assistants. He's also brought some intensity to the Wardsville school.
I think there's been a lot of excitement amongst the players. I mean, we've been introducing a lot of new stuff. Like you said, we spent 22 out of the 25 contact days over the summer working on that stuff, but still it's new. And, you know, the kids have adapted fairly well, and, you know, we're just continuing to work.
There's similarities and differences, and, I mean, it's more intense this year, and it's a lot of more, like, good on good, stuff like that, and it's more intense, and we're trying to be as physical as we can, and I think we might have lacked that a little bit last year, and we're just really amping it up out here this year.
Our sports writer Tom Leffler has more on Blair Oaks Falcon football. Go to our sports page at connectmidmissouri.com, Leffler's link. Rod's Big Old Fish is brought to you by the Naught Naught Agency, proud to support the local United Way. Good to see so many supporters of the 2015 campaign premiere today at Central Bank. As for the fishing, from a big bass bash at the Lake of the Ozarks earlier this summer, here's Tom Bybee with a whopper, one that weighed in at more than 7 pounds. Great catch. And here's one that's even bigger, 7.5 pounds. Justin Swass from St. Louis made that catch, winning the Big Bass Bash tournament. How about 14-year-old Nathan Hollis? He enjoyed some fishing with his grandpa behind his house. Nathan landed the big old carp. Wanted everyone else to see it on Rod's Big Old Fish. You can see your catch too. Just send it in here to KRCG. We'll show it off Wednesday nights.
That's right.
Zach returns with the evening planner in a moment.
I'm 33 years old. Well, Continental Siding Supply is 33. Hey, folks, Jerry O'Neill. High quality is our reputation because of seamless polymer wall system. This wall system eliminates maintenance, lowers utility costs, and raises the value of your home. Right now, you can save 33% on polymer siding, polymer windows, and everyone can afford Continental quality during our anniversary sale. Call now.
Man, that house salad looks good.
Dude, it's so good.
How about one bite for the road?
No.
Sharing is caring.
No. You can't have any of my salad, bro.
Wait, I got it right here. I got $20 in a dream, yeah.
Well, that's a hit right there, dude.
Thank you.
Thanks, dude.
The House Salad. Grilled chicken atop mixed greens, cucumbers, Roma tomatoes, cheddar and jack cheeses, and fried onions. Served with Texas toast. Zaxby's, indescribably good.
Sometimes the procedures that take care of my skin condition aren't very pleasant. A friend recommended I visit Dr. Taylor, that she was different. As soon as she came in and we talked about the procedure, I knew I'd found my doctor. Her sense of humor and conversation put me right at ease. I never thought we'd be talking about my kids. Before you knew it, we were finished. She really loves helping her patients.
Healthy skin starts here.
Busy day, huh?
Yep, our annual clearance event really brings them in. I can barely keep up by myself. 0% APR financing. Tons of amazing inventory. Only happens once a year. Hologram number 17 seems to have gone rogue.
I'm the real Jan now. 0%, 0%.
Right now, get 0% APR financing for 60 months on a new 2015 Corolla and 2015 RAV4. Offers end September 8th. For more great deals, visit buyatoyota.com.
It's all yours.
Thanks, Jan.
Toyota, let's go places.
In the insurance business, you think differently about a customer when you stand in the middle of his dreams. When she serves you breakfast every Saturday morning. When his son plays on the same team as your son. When you live down the street from your customers, you make sure they get covered right. And you make sure you're there when they need you. That's the way it's done around here. Grinnell Mutual, a policy of working together.
When life happens, live protected.
Hot weather coming back.
It is coming. Not tomorrow. Rain's going to move out of here tonight. You could have some patchy fog tomorrow morning. Use some caution if you have to head out early. Winds will be light, and again, we'll have just a few scattered clouds. Temperatures tomorrow around 83 degrees. Some morning showers on Friday, then hot and humid as we get into the weekend. Highs near 90 degrees. Another chance for rain early on Sunday. The heat index over the weekend will climb close to 100 degrees.
Okay.
Again, our top story, 4 children are dead after a late-night fire destroys an Osage Beach condominium.
We now go back out live to KRCG 13's Ashley Zavala with a wrap-up of the latest details.
Kermit and Megan, tonight authorities continue to try and figure out what the cause of a fire that took the lives of 4 very young children. Because of the deaths associated with the fire, the state fire marshal is helping Osage Beach Fire and police investigate the cause. Authorities said because of the deaths, they will consider it a crime scene until the investigation proves otherwise. Right now, there are no criminal charges or arrests made in relation to the fire. We will keep you updated on this investigation. Reporting live in Osage Beach, Ashley Zavala, KRCG 13.
All right, Ashley, thank you. It has been a rough day for a lot of people at the Lake of the Ozarks, not the least of whom are the families of those 4 small children who are no longer with us.
We tip our hat to the emergency responders who had to battle not only the flames, but their own emotions to get through it. And before we go tonight, we want to remind you of what the people there have endured today, as captured through the lens of KRCG 13 Chief Videographer Dave McAllister.
So we will say good night and see you again tomorrow.
Oh, my God. This is terrible.
Last night at approximately 11:21, the City of Osage Beach Dispatch Center received a 911 call of a possible condo fire off Red Bud Passover Road at Compass Point Condominiums.
I went out the front door of our unit and there was a lot of smoke, and I heard a man yelling, "Oh my God, oh my God."
The wind and the flames was coming closer to our place, and I thought, well, I've got to get out. And then the flames were just everywhere.
Turned around and looked out the deck, and nothing but fire.
Say hi. Hi.
We were made aware of the possibility of 4 children in the 4th floor.
We were worried about a child being in there, and then now we're hearing there were 4.
It's sad. The loss of children is very sad.